SK's going through some life changes, positive ones, and I need my heavy hitter back desperately.
Yo, appreciate your time and just know that I'm SK CryptoK, and today you should join my crypto club. Maybe by the end earn some dividends, so in advance I'ma thank you right now for that sub. Hey! Yo, let's go.
Wow. BT, thank you for the nod. You know I got your back, brother, since day one. But yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is SK CryptoK, and today we are going to catch up on everything related to elephant money, the flippening, the supply shock, and the NFTs. However, before I begin, let me remind you that I am not a financial advisor, and these are for entertainment and informational purposes only. Like Mason OG says on his videos, I'm not your mom, I'm not your dad.
Yeah, but you're about to be though.
Oh, hey, little guy, how you doing?
Oh, just sitting back, watching those AMAs you did with Crypto Phil, James Pelton. Bro, you going around giving out the light bulb moment. You passing out ahas like a candy.
Passing out ahas?
Yeah, aha! I finally see it.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Because it's awesome. Once you go through and piece together every part of this ecosystem and look back to the historical data to predict the future, there are just aspects of this ecosystem that once you see it, it cannot be unseen. Shout out to Daedalus for the Dune analytics, but I'm sure everybody has already seen what the community has dubbed the flippening. And when you follow what happened before, you can see Bertha climbing in red and eventually crossed with the combined LP size in blue. And at that point, if you look at the crosshair down below, that really dark red line was the price action that was happening on the elephant token. And essentially, you have the scenario where we were cresting up the elbow of the parabola before we just went vertical. When I look at the date of when this last flippening occurred, it was on March 6th of 2022, and shortly after we were deep into the vertical on March 27th, so essentially 3 weeks. Now, one key thing to remember here is that back then, the protocol was primarily building the BNB elephant pool and not so much the BUSD pair. Whereas today, post-exploit, everything has aligned to where Bertha is growing in red and the LPs have dropped. But this time we are building two LP pairs simultaneously for a deeper liquidity supply shock that is around the corner. Now also shout out to Noisy Elephants Q, because they had a fantastic animated video showing the flippening, and they damn near said it best. Having elephant token today is like having a winning lottery ticket and going back in time. Because folks, we have a crystal ball. Based on the historical data, what occurred before will repeat again minus the exploit. Because even though Bertha is a friendly whale that is designed not to dump on you, we know she was forced to dump the token, which is why this gap occurred, and all those tokens that were drained out of the LPs were released back into the wild, which is why the blue jumped back up. But now with everything triple audited, watertight, and fortified,
we are poised for the greatest comeback story in DeFi history.
Ooh, I can't wait, brother. Oh my goodness.
Yes, it is a time to celebrate because the flippening has occurred. And you can see it when you look at the holders list for elephant token, but Bertha now has 147.1 trillion tokens, whereas when you combine third and fourth place for the LP pools, you have 81.2 plus 65.5 for their combined total of 146.7. And so essentially, they're both sitting at 14% of the entire supply, but we have a couple more flippenings to actually look forward to. Now, even though this graphic is a little bit dated, just understand that Bertha and this yellow slice of the pie is now larger than the combined LP pools.
Yeah, okay, so what do you mean other flippenings?
Well, I mean, I was getting to that.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
And while Bertha today is at 14.7% on this pie chart, She's on track to run through the gauntlet and take on the next challenger, which is the holder count at nearly 20% of the entire supply. So you can consider that the next flippening to look forward to. And then even after we overtake the holder percentage, the third and final flippening we can look forward to is when we take on the holders plus the LP pools combined.
Dude, whoa. I can't even imagine.
Yep, best believe it, because it's coming. It's also important to note that even though the last flippening occurred and 3 weeks later we were vertical, this will not happen as fast. Do not get your hopes up, people. We've only just crossed a major milestone. There's still more work to do. Even though we've already gone through the Avengers Infinity War here, we are still recovering from the Thanos snap. And now we are in the Avengers Endgame with more content creators than ever before. And it's your job as the herd to support as many of them as you possibly can to get the word out so that we can each one teach one in hopes that everybody capitalizes on this cheap elephant token before we're back at all-time high. And even with the recent flippening, there is still volatility ahead and probably in the neighborhood of 30 to 90 days of cresting up the next parabolic elbow before we get vertical. So stay focused on the mission until we are recovered, but futures and elephant token is the sword and shield that we need.
So then, SK, I thought we were further out from the actual flippening occurring. What changed to make it happen so fast?
That's a really good question. And for those paying attention in the community, there has been a recent deposit into the futures contract of 400,000 BUSD that stacked on top of a 100,000 amount already sitting in the BUSD Treasury. Now, this is important for people to understand why this entire ecosystem is sustainable. Let's just say, little guy, that was you that put in $500,000 total into futures.
Oh my word.
Remember that this is where most of the BUSD stops before it goes into the elephant treasury, which is why I drew the arrow that way. But at a daily rate, up to 50% comes out of this BUSD treasury, purchases elephant tokens, and then stuffs it into Bertha. And in this case, this amount of BUSD ends up being about 2.5 trillion tokens. And so for you, little guy, you put in over 500,000 BUSD fully expecting your ROI at some point in time that'll come out of the buffer pool and Bertha. But that's the amazing thing, so follow me. Because that 500,000 BUSD today equals 2.5 trillion tokens, but by the time you are actually owed back 500,000 BUSD, Bertha isn't selling the same 2.5 trillion tokens to give that back to you.
What? You mean this isn't just a straight Ponzi? Money in, money out, like all the ROI dApps?
This is a completely different model where the money going in gets put into Bertha, who then has a death grip on the circulating supply and controls the price. And as she gains more control of the circulating supply and tightens her chokehold, she's multiplying the value and then selling less tokens to give you back the BUSD you expect. So your 500,000 BUSD turns into 2.5 trillion tokens today, but by the time you're paid back 500,000 BUSD, she's only gonna have to sell a fraction of that. Maybe 200 billion, 300 billion, I don't know, 700 billion. It doesn't matter, but the point is she sells less tokens to give you the same dollar back. And as time goes on and she gets larger and her value goes up, it gets easier for her to sell less tokens. Let's take a look at another chart. Shout out to my boy Crypto Stu, but he put this together when you look at the elephant treasury Bertha. It's real simple. The purple represents the token growth over time, whereas the blue represents the value of Bertha, which today she's valued at like $27 million. Now, as the purple grows linearly over time, you'll see that the blue starts to grow faster. And about this point in time is when futures was introduced, and you can see Bertha climbing nice and linearly at a faster pace here, but pay attention to the value of Bertha going up exponentially. This is the very concept that we just reviewed over here. Tokens are going into Bertha, and then her value, because she is comprised of elephant tokens, is supply shocking along with the elephant token price.
Oh my god. I think I just had an aha.
That's right. Passing out ahas like they're candy.
And this difference between the token count and the value is only going to get more pronounced over time, which is exactly why you should buckle up and get in position DCA so that you can capture this chart when it smashes all-time highs again, because there will come a day where this chart is going to look like this all the way down here, and even that exploit is going to be a blip on the radar, but it's not going to matter because Elephant Token is going from point A to point B, and you will have volatility along the way, but I assure you, mathematically, we're making it to point B and beyond.
To infinity and beyond.
And with the upcoming launch of the NFTs, it is going to serve as a catalyst to propel us there sooner. Because even right now, the supply adjusted price of Elephant Token is at $8.60 Bitcoin. And once that crosses into the double digits, it's off to the races faster than we're already going. And with time, even when you look at Bitcoin and BNB, which even with all the FUD and the negative price action that might be happening with the Binance coin, the larger Bertha gets, the more she don't give a damn, and the price marches to the beat of her own drum, which would be interesting if BNB were to ever go lower in price, because remember, that just means Bertha is soaking up more Elephant Token for cheap, which will propel her growth in price faster than BNB would even try and drop it,
Which, that's pretty crazy.
but for 2023, it looks like Elephant's gonna come out on top again. We're gonna find out at the end of the year.
But we already hold the title for 2022, outperforming all top 100 cryptos.
Because even just looking at the last 1 year for Bitcoin right here, it's only up year over year 47.5%. Whereas Elephant on the same time scale for 1 year is up 167%.
So as long as we do our part, we're gonna take that crown again for 2023.
Elephant Money 2023. Everybody else better bend the knee. Shout out to Elephant Money Herd Bailey.
I really like that at the end of the videos, bend the knee. But anyway, let's talk quickly about the Elephant Money NFTs. Now, this is something that Bank Teller is coding right now as we speak. We don't know exactly when they are going to pop off, but in a nutshell, this is what we understand right now. They will come out in multiple rounds of 10,000 NFTs per batch, where the first batch is going to cost 1 BNB per NFT. When all 10,000 of those are sold, that is 10,000 BNB that is going into Bertha. And at today's price of about 235 BNB, that will be a cash injection of $2.3 million into Bertha,
Which we already know she uses it to stranglehold the circulating supply and pump the price.
And then after round 1, it goes to round 2 and 3 and 6 and everything. And the BNB price per NFT doubles along the way. So you can see in this column right here, round 4 would be 8 BNB, 1632. And then you get into some crazy numbers in round 10 and 11 where it's 512 or 1024 BNB per NFT,
Which would be huge cash injections for Bertha.
But the interesting dynamic is these will be perpetual NFTs that you stake on the platform. And I am certain there will be a nice dashboard that shows you how much Elephant Token you have accrued and all of that fun stuff, right? But the reason to get these NFTs is not because they're fancy JPEGs, but it's because there will be another governance strategy specifically for the NFTs where a 1% APR comes out of Bertha and then distributes those elephant rewards out to all of the staked NFTs. And I hope you understand that over time, Bertha keeps climbing in token size and dollar amount, meaning 1% APR may not seem like a lot off of a $27 million valuation today.
But you imagine the day when Bertha alone is valued over $1 billion.
And you're getting Elephant Token as rewards on top of the reflections you're already getting just from holding the token?
Yeah, sign me up.
So we're in a unique position to get these NFTs for the cheapest they will ever cost. And then with the secondary marketplace that exists, there's always an appreciating price that happens inherently round after round that if you did not want the Elephant Token rewards, you could likely just sell your NFT on the open market one day. And while all of us today get to take advantage of the cheap Elephant Token that we will never see again, these NFTs serve as a great entry point for anybody that's coming in late in future years years who missed out on all the X's that you and I are about to experience, but they can just nab whatever round we're on at that time and they can get that NFT and just get those free elephant money rewards that come out of Bertha at a 1% APR in perpetuity. These are unlimited NFTs that do not expire. So it might be in your best interest to check it out while it's cheap. So that's about it for this video, folks. I appreciate everybody's time and thank you so much for the love while I have been absent. I wanted to take a moment and sincerely thank everybody for all of their hard work in building this community and getting the word out there to everybody that needs to hear this. We have seen way too many rugs and low liquidity startups that have failed and have tainted the very idea of DeFi. And I know you guys come across this all the time when you try to teach a protocol to someone and they are the first one to label it a Ponzi or just another shell game of money moving around. But we know what we have in front of us, and we know the magic of elephant money. And even though it is a shame that people think that way, it is our job to do everything in love and be patient with these folks as we teach them the data. We show them the math. We help them to change their lives. We have done nothing but fight an uphill battle, but we are better equipped today than any time before. And as long as the herd sticks together and we bounce ideas off each other and we tag team and throw up the alley-oops to our trusted friends to help convince minds, that is what will make all the difference in the world. So thank you to everybody in the community. Thank you to all of the content creators that are out there. And thank you, Bank Teller, for having created this wonderful system, which is the culmination of all of your hard work for all of these years. But yeah, if you all enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button and hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And if you vibe with me and would like to join my Telegram community, then please find the link below. And if you sign up under my herd, then please DM me on Telegram so that I can enter you into my monthly raffle for Trunk. And until next time, folks, please stay safe out there, stay blessed, and make good choices with your crypto.
Damn, SK. It's kind of weird being back, you know? It's been so long, I'm like shy on the mic. I'm not sure what to do anymore. Like, do I still got it?
Oh, come on, little man. What are you talking about? Go ahead and lace up your boots, man. We're back.
And we have some heavy hitting to do.